So welcome everybody to this workshop days for today and tomorrow, which are part of the whole conference set. And actually today I will not talk too much deeply into technology. I just would like to explain what we're doing here and why we have this guest here. I would like to welcome this guest again, coming over from Germany and other countries, and also from Japan. So we already had a talk yesterday, a presentation together here in Aizu at the ICT environment. And so this is part of the conference, and we have a program actually we set up last year. And we call it International Program on Information Management, which is actually an exchange program for students, for German students who might come over to Japan. There are already 2 students there, so it worked out pretty quickly. And also for, of course, Aizu students who would like to come over to Germany if they have time and would like to. And I would just like to explain a little bit what's this program about. And for this conference, it's just one subset of the whole program, because you have presentations also on Saturday about careers, health informatics, and in general, like careers in applied sciences. So that's it's all about, and we're just like a part of it. Of course, I have some. You can see it completely here. Some graphics here on the site. I don't know how to switch this here. I can overlay, but moving here. So of course I had to generate some AI picture. Just put in a tool Crayon. It's called something like Japan and student exchange, and so it just created nice pictures here. Just a little bit about the history. So we have this cooperation between Karlsruhe University and Aizu University for like 5 years. There was the first cooperation agreement 2018, and we had some ongoing conferences every year in the winter time. So there was the ETLTC Winter Conference, and I came over except for some short break due to COVID. I came over with a group of mine for my master class about semantic information modeling. So just what we heard a little bit before about ontology and graph technology. So that's what I'm doing in my master class. So as I said, I came over with some students, and it was really interesting to exchange here on a research level. And so we always had also being part of this summer conference where students of our program just reported about their career in applied sciences. And last year we just started with the idea of this IPIM program. And this is the first year how it, we started with it. It's really quite nice to see that it works. So we have an industry academic week in this summer. So actually that's why we're here. And it's a little different from the winter. It's really about having exchange on a certain domain. And I think this is important to understand what these companies here and where I'm working at, it's the domain of information management, but within technical communication. So whenever you imagine some products, some software, and things some end users are working with, they need very detailed information. How to use, how to repair, how to install, how to maintain. And so we're interested in this kind of, professional field. And similar to what we heard before, we need a lot of really detailed and high quality information. And that's what these companies will report on. So they're all somehow linked to technical communication, technical information, and that's also our program in Germany. So it's what we had in mind here is in this exchange program, and our students in Karlsruhe actually they have the major in technical communication, but we want to have like this exchange also to a little put forward these ideas here in Aizu, so that you have the chance also to dive to some extent in this field. So people coming over in this exchange program would be from the undergrad program, like these 2 students here. But also our grad students could join if they wish. And what we offer, would like to exchange are the ideas and some knowledge in the field of this special type of information management. And well, just as a side effect, students can gain like a transcript with a certificate to prove their international experience in this certain area. And again, as I said, today and tomorrow and yesterday, we have a very detailed exchange about knowledge and experiences. So we can all learn from these companies what they do, and it will just really disclose some point where to work at, what's the challenge, what's the future. And I think it's really something you usually don't get. That's the point. Usually you don't have this information. Even in Germany, it's very hard to get this kind of information. We want to have this exchange between researchers. We just heard two of them, very, very detailed information. So there's a close relationship, what we saw here in the research and what we're doing in practical applications. So I think we're already here at the conference, and I would like to show this. Wow, it's gone. Where is it? Okay. Something was not stored, but anyway, that would explain. So what we're doing when we talk about information management, it's like storing information chunks, information topics in something these people would call content management systems. So this is a very high structured topic-based content. And the special thing about our domain is that we have data which carry metadata. So all these companies in our domain, we put a lot of energy into enrich content by metadata. And so in these terms, what we do is also recommender systems, content-based, but our content is identified by the metadata. And so in some sense, for us, it's a little easier because we can really have the classification on the content. And on the other side, we're talking, and sorry, the slides are somehow missing, about what we call deliver system. These are our search systems, web portals, any kind of apps where we can retrieve this content. And this is the classical way of looking at technical communication, so very detailed information. We are being created by technical writers, by experts, you can call them content engineers. And on the other side, we have the delivery search portals. So like what do you, if you go to the web and look at some manuals, which is a very traditional way how to use something, but nowadays it's high granular delivery systems. And now there's something, what we heard before, we're also working on a third logical level. So we have knowledge graphs, we have semantic models, which describe the relationships between content, which could be used then, or which are used then as recommender system in a quite similar way. So there's a very close connection, what we heard before from Professor Hamada. And so that's also the idea. We want to work closer together to understand what we do and how you do the research. So this will be another outcome of this cooperation. Well, this looks really, really interesting. And so please have this in mind. We have like 3 layers. First is the, we call it content management area with the databases, then the content delivery and their search interfaces, and then the logic layer lying on top of it with the knowledge graph. So these people here report on different areas. So some of them will report more on the content creation, information management, and topic-based content. Some more about the delivery, and some others about linking them by ontologies. And if I look now on the program, because I would like to do the setting. After the tour, I will have, and after a short introduction, of course, of the participants here, I'm very happy that a colleague of mine, Dr. Gao, at Beijing University, will report how they are affected by ChatGPT, because they have the same, let's say, problem that they feel like they're working in also technical communication. And then they said, you explained it shortly before, they have to change the program because of the strong influence of ChatGPT on this field. So the content generation and delivery, everything will change. So he will report a little bit about his research. I think that's also a quite unique possibility to get information directly from him. And then I have, or we have invited a system vendor. So he's one of these deliver systems, as I said, is output systems, who really has a deep knowledge of the market, what people are looking for, and what they expect in the future. So that's somebody from France. So this will be the opening talks for today. And tomorrow we have a very long day, so I have to apologize a little bit also to the participants. It's a really long day where we start in the morning. And if you look now at the industry contribution, it's again important for those, especially for the students, to understand that we come from different domains inside industry and research. So there's some people coming from machinery industry, from manufacturing, some other people come from software, and somebody more from knowledge research, but all are in this picture, as I always like to draw now because the slides are missing. So something happened to my slides. So always content creation, content deliver, and the ontology side. So please remember this figure. All right. So there will be one, and later on you say just maybe say some words. The first group will be from manufacturing. So a German company here and an Austrian company, but it's manufacturing, and then some more manufacturing from Ueno-san here. And then we have a little switch more into research, but still for manufacturing. And Taco, I think you're going to start first tomorrow. And is just you're going to start first tomorrow. This is yours. So also together with expert knowledge modeling, but coming from the manufacturing side. Then we're going to switch to software industry, which is different, but somehow also similar, and talk about more knowledge. So knowledge for legal content. And then again, we're going to have knowledge modeling, but more in the field of healthcare, clinical practice. And also there will be some more also about this modeling in more explicit way, the tacit knowledge, which has been hidden. So how to make it explicit in AI-based systems, including knowledge graphs, and probably also some deep learning. I don't know, we're going to listen to this. So it's all connected somehow, but from different angles of industry and research. Then I invited actually another vendor of graph databases, and they will report how the industry domains are demanding the technical requirements of his ontology systems. So he also knows, or they know different industry areas. So he will report on healthcare and other industrial environments. And then I have online, because in the afternoon then there will be some people from Germany who report on their projects. Another one from healthcare industry, from Siemens company here. It's more about how the modeling is attached to product development. And then another company from Switzerland here, also like service management based ontology for products which are used in pharmaceutical industry, but basically it's again machinery industry. And another one, and actually this is a research project I do together with this company here. It's for cranes and excavators in Germany, and they built something like a tiny recommender system based on the ontology. And maybe if you have been here to the winter conference, he already reported on this. Again, he's a research partner of mine. Yeah, and the two closing presentations will focus some slightly different aspects. So the first would be a colleague, co-worker of mine. She is now into e-government. So it seems to be a completely different field, but there's the same due to the German Online Access Act, which is a law which forces the government to let access all government data and processes on an online way, which also means it's a digital initiative. to make it more accessible to the people. So she will report on this, what it means. And then the closing presentation will be of our partner here of Acrolinks. We already have one participant here. And Christopher Rummel will report from Germany, also online, about what they do in language control. Because this is important. Once you have this high quality content, you really have to ensure that people can understand. And so he will also explain how they control the language, again, by linguistic and AI models. So you see, it's a round trip, maybe 360-degree view on this field with a lot of talks, and we're going to end up tomorrow probably very tired at 7 p.m. But this is that's the reason why we're here. So I think we can all enjoy, and I hope you have time to join, addressing to the students, to join as much as presentations as you can, because this is the reason why we're here, and of course for each other to exchange on our ideas. So
yeah, just one thing here, and then we'll go for the company introduction. If you missed the Acrolinks workshop from Tuesday, this is a great opportunity to catch up on that with a summary presentation, of course, starting at 6:10 tomorrow evening. So we had an Acrolinks workshop for 2 hours on Tuesday. So if you missed it, this one would be great. Okay. Yeah, so now
just let's pass the mic.
yeah, we'll just pass the mic, and then everyone can introduce their company, what they do.
So maybe a little bit about the background, what kind of industrial area, and also a little bit of expectation, what you'd like to bring back in the exchange with other people.